Every creation carries its creator's frequency forever. The book holds the author's distortion, the business breathes the founder's chaos, the art transmits the artist's fragmentation, or their coherence, or their clarity, or their architecture. This isn't metaphorical, it's not archetypal, it's mechanical. Creation isn't bringing something from nothing, it's frequency taking form, signal becoming structure, vibration becoming visible. The distorted creator doesn't create distorted things. He births distortion into form, gives chaos a body, provides dysfunction a vehicle. And that creation goes into the world carrying his frequency like a virus, infecting everyone it touches, spreading his particular flavour of fragmentation. The product you built in anger carries anger in its code. The book you wrote in desperation transmits desperation through every page. The company you founded in fear breathes fear through every transaction, not symbolically but structurally. This is why some books feel toxic, even when the words are beautiful, even when the ideas are brilliant, even when the writing is perfect. Because the frequency underneath is poisoned, the signal beneath is contaminated, the architecture within is collapsed. Why some businesses feel predatory, even when the product is good, when the service is valuable, even when the price is fair. The frequency underneath is extractive, the signal beneath is violent, the architecture within is vampiric in nature. This is why some art feels violent, even when the image is peaceful, even when the colours are harmonious, even when the composition is balanced. The frequency underneath is fractured, the signal beneath is screaming, the architecture within is shattering. Not the content, but the frequency. The creator's unintegrated shadow lives within their creation, transmitting, broadcasting, contaminating, long after the creator is gone. Shakespeare's coherence still radiates from his words, not the meaning of the words, but the frequency underneath them. 400 years later, still transmitting, still constructing, still elevating. Van Gogh, his madness still screams from his paintings. Not the actual image, but the vibration. Every brushstroke, a frequency fossil. Every colour like crystallized chaos. Every canvas, a captured collapse. The Beatles' harmony still builds from their music. The Beatles' disharmony still breaks from it too. Both frequency, both alive, both transmitting through time. Every creation is a frequency fossil, a preserved piece of its creator's architecture, a crystallized fragment of consciousness. And here's what's terrifying. Once created, it can't be uncreated. Once birthed, it can't be unbirthed. Once released, it can't be contained. The frequency you embed is in your creation and will outlive you. It will continue transmitting after you're gone. It will keep affecting reality beyond your control, building or destroying, healing or harming, constructing or contaminating, based on where you were when you created it. Not what you intended, but what you were. Not what you planned or hoped for, but what you embodied and what you transmitted. The conscious creator knows this, and he creates accordingly. Not from inspiration, but from integration. Not from passion or desire, but from presence and duty. Because he knows that whatever he births will outlive him. Whatever he creates will carry his signal forward. Whatever he builds will broadcast his frequency potentially forever. This is why creation requires purification, why art demands integration, why building necessitates clearing. You cannot create beyond your own coherence. You cannot birth what you haven't yet become. You cannot build beyond your own architecture. Try to create abundance from scarcity and you birth sophisticated lack. Try to create love from fear and you birth beautiful violence. Try to create freedom from bondage, and you birth decorated cages. The form might fool people. The frequency, however, never lies. Because the work always reveals the worker. The creation always exposes the creator. And the form always betrays the frequency. Modern creators think technique matters most. Strategy, platform, marketing, method. But technique cannot hide frequency. Strategy can't mask distortion. And platform can't cleanse contamination. A master painter with collapsed architecture creates masterful collapse. I'll say that again. A master painter with collapsed architecture creates masterful collapse. A brilliant writer with fragmented frequency writes brilliant fragmentation. A successful entrepreneur with extraction patterns builds successful extraction. The skill amplifies the signal, it doesn't clean it. The market feels what's real, even when it can't name it, even when it doesn't understand it. This is why authentic garbage outsells polished poison, why raw truth beats refined lies, why coherent simplicity destroys complex manipulation. Because the audience isn't responding to your content, they're responding to your frequency. They're resonating with it or rejecting it, opening or defending, receiving or refusing. Based not on preference but on physics, not on story but on signal, based on what you actually are, not what you're pretending to be. The creator who understands this stops trying to create success. He stops trying to manufacture impact, stops trying to engineer influence. He simply cleans his signal, clarifies his frequency, builds his architecture. He then creates and transmits from that place, only from that place, and always from that place. He doesn't force creation, he allows emergence. He doesn't make things happen, he lets things through. He's not building from ego, he's birthing from essence. The work that emerges isn't his. He can't lay claim to it. It's what wanted to emerge through his cleaned channel. It's what needed to exist through cleared frequency. It's what had to be born through his built architecture. He's the doorway, not the creator. He's the channel, not the source. He is the opening, not the origin. This isn't about becoming a better creator. It's about becoming a cleaner channel. This isn't about improving your craft. It's about purifying your frequency. It's not about perfecting your work. It's about integrating your shadow. If you create before you're clean and you birth your distortion into the world where it will live forever, you transmit your unintegrated shadows and you spread your unresolved patterns. But if you create after you're coherent, you birth new architecture into existence where it will build forever, constructing new realities, opening new possibilities. The choice is always yours. The physics never changes. The frequency always tells the truth. Welcome to The Architect Speaks.